So we know there's a lot of messed up stuff happening in this world. And I've talked about this in the video before, but I kind of wanted to just like elaborate on it and expand it more. So we know that there's messed up stuff. And our job, because we're supposed to be a service to others, and that's how we expand our consciousness, and that's how we fulfill our purpose, is by spreading awareness. And we have other purposes that we must fulfill too, but one of the main ones is spreading awareness. And through spreading awareness, we're able to wake up other people, and we're able to understand, have everyone understand what's going on in the world. The negativity that's trying to bog us down, the fear mindset, all of these things. And by spreading awareness, yeah, people may not start a revolution, but at least people will be like they're poisoning the food, they're the pharmaceutical companies, all of these products that are damaging to us, people are going to be like, they can choose not to buy them because they're aware now that, oh, fast food is bad for you. All of these things, like people knew it was bad for you, but they didn't know what extent. Oreo cookies, all of these things, people are finding out that, wow, that's how bad that is. That's what I'm putting into my body. And people can choose not to invest in those products anymore. And then that's how we make change, is by, on a wide scale, that people don't invest in those products, and then those companies go out of business. So we know that these things are coming to light and they're true. However, with the other things, when it comes to, we live in a dome, and the sun, how it rises and how it goes down, and all of these things, we're starting to realize that this is true. Not on a mass scale, but people are starting to realize, and more videos are coming out, that this is potentially a fact, right? The food industry, the way they're poisoning us, we know it's a fact based on the videos that we're seeing, and we can see them in real time, that what they're doing, right? So it's like, even the fact that, like, if you dig deeper, and I love that we have social media because people can release information on stuff that they've come across, like the fact that they have tried to send, Elon Musk and NASA and all these other companies have tried to send missiles up into quote unquote space through the firmament so that they can break free from it. But it's such an advanced technology that they can't break free. So what have they done is that they've tried to dig underneath the earth to go far past the center, all the way to the bottom, to break free the firmament the other way, because the firmament is a circle, right? So, and now they found water underneath the earth's crust, meaning that there's as above, so below. There's a water surrounding the firmament, because we're in a dome at the bottom of an ocean on a planet called Tiamat. So even if that stuff is true, which I think is true after all the information and research that I've been doing on it, and there's still so much more information on it that I haven't come across, that I probably will come across, because that's my path of awakening people, through people knowing the truth. So we know all that's true. We're figuring out that that's true as well. But even if we're trapped in a firmament, and I'm not saying that word properly, we're trapped in a dome, and we're on a prison planet, and we're in a reincarnation loop, and all of these things, it doesn't mean that creational laws doesn't apply. Creational laws does apply. Like the Raw Report, he talks about this a lot, about being on the prison planet, and Anunnaki, and the Sumerian text, and all these ancient scriptures. But he believes in creation, but he doesn't talk about creational laws. He thinks spirit guides are there to trick us and not guide us to our highest timeline, and all of these things. But I think he's misguided in that sense when it comes to that, because I don't know for sure though, but if spirit guides weren't looking out for our highest good, then they wouldn't be getting us to do things for our highest good. They get us to realize that the things that is in the society that those in power have been giving us is poison. And if that wasn't spirit guides leading us to that, then the spirit guides, if they were working for the Anunnaki, let's say, then they would want us to stay stuck and stay trapped in the matrix and still be consuming these poisons, substances, all of these things that doesn't reach us to a highest timeline. But what spirit guides help us is guide us to overcome our shadows, overcome our past traumas, get rid of substances, live a clean diet. Like they're doing everything for our highest good that benefits us. So if it wasn't them leading us to our highest good, then I would understand saying that, oh, spirit guides are there to mislead us and not get us to keep us trapped in this matrix. But it's the polar opposite. And spirit guides are within are working with our soul, and our soul and our intuition is us tapping into the creator. So no matter what planet we're on, if the next planet if we escape this dome and we go to the next planet and it's filled with negativity based on the frequency that we vibrate at, and it's worse than this planet, it doesn't mean that we can't escape it and we can't get better on that planet. It all matters on us tapping into our soul's purpose, us following creational laws, doing good to other people, get good karma, and breaking free from the programming that they programmed us from 3 to 4 years old. So it's not a lost cause when you're in this human body. It's more so that we have to realize that, okay, all this stuff is going on. We can't let it cause fear inside of us that we think that, oh, it's not worth doing anything in this life because they're gonna stop us, they're gonna block us, they're gonna shut down the power, they're gonna do all these things. Like, we know that they're doing the chemtrails, we know that they're doing all this stuff, but if you vibrate at a higher frequency, those stuff can affect you. And if they do affect you, they don't affect you on a high scale where it's damaging on you, because you're eating a clean diet, you're taking care of your mental health, you're getting sunlight, like you're doing all these things to strengthen your internal and external, that it can't affect you that deeply. So that's like building up your immune system, all these things. Like, that's why it's so important to, yes, be aware of what's going on, but don't let it get to a point where you're fearful and you give up on this world and people and yourself, because you're like, there's no point, because look at what they're doing. They're in power. They have more control over us. No, how we gain power is by working on ourselves and spreading awareness to get people to understand creational laws and understand themselves and understand shadow and understand all these things, so that they can in turn work on themselves. And then as a collective, because we all are connected to each other, because we all are a soul, a part of creation, we can raise the frequency and the vibration of this earth. That just like how the laws in the US are changing right now for the food industry, that red dyes are getting taken out, other countries will follow suit. The European Union has already had so many laws preventing all that stuff, that when America does it, people start to listen and start to take in that they're not going to allow that in their country as well. But the Europe has already been doing that from time. So it's not a lost cause. It's not that they're going to win and we're going to lose. No, it just matters on, are you going to choose to vibrate at higher frequencies so they don't have power over you, and you tap into your powers and you understand, and you don't live from a fear mindset or a lack mindset, because fear is how they keep controlling you and how they keep sucking your energy. And until you let go of fear and surrender and have faith, then they will still have control over you. You have to break free from the programming by choosing to surrender, choosing to have faith, choosing to let go and trust the process, even if it takes years to get what you desire and what you're aiming to do. You have to keep doing it and having consistency and build up that endurance to keep going, no matter the cost, no matter what consequences happen. You just keep going because you know that you're meant to do that. You know that there's a message that you're meant to say, and that's what matters the most.